Thank you all for attending the Constitutional Convention. We are all gathered here today to improve the Articles of Confederation. I believe that we need to form a stronger central government to help promote the successful country that is able to protect the people's rights.
We do not need a stronger central government. If our government becomes too powerful, we will become like Great Britain.
But if we do not have a strong central government, then our army will be too weak to protect the people and will not have a good trade with other countries.
The army will be fine, but we need to reach a compromise, and soon.
I got an idea. Let's protect the environment.
How will that help the government? That was a stupid question.
There are no stupid questions, only stupid people. Well, I don't see any of you coming up with any ideas.
How about let's make 3 branches of government so no one government can become too powerful?
That's a stupid idea. It'll never work.
Why don't we make each state have its own government?
It's just not going to work, and it never will. John, you have to consider other people's ideas for this to work. I think Governor Morris is onto something. What were you saying before you were so rudely interrupted?
Like I was saying, I think we need to divide our government into 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. The legislative branch will create and pass laws and will be divided into 2 houses based on the population of the states. The executive branch carries out laws headed by the president, and the judicial branch enforces the laws by the Supreme Court.
But the smaller states think that they should have the same number of representatives, but the bigger states think they should be represented on the size of their population. What do we do to resolve this? Why don't we follow Great Britain's government? They seem to be doing pretty well.
That's what we are trying to avoid. How about on one house we have representatives based on state population, and the other, all states will be given the same number of representatives?
Okay then, but the southern states want to count the slaves as their population.
No, they shouldn't treat them as property and don't view them as people, so they shouldn't count them as population.
I completely agree with Alexander Hamilton, but I don't agree with the setup of a new government system. It's a good government system, but I don't think the slaves should be counted as a part of the population because they are people of our country and not property.
They are people, but the southern states do not view them that way, so no one should be able to vote unless they are a citizen. Most of them don't even know how to write or read.
Yeah, what he said.
But they are people, and some can read and write.
But you're only saying that so you can get more representatives.
I completely disagree with that comment. I've always viewed slaves as people.
No, James Madison was right. That was the only reason you're supporting the slaves being counted as your population.
Loud noises! How about we count every slave as 3/5 of a person?
I still don't agree with that, but we have to reach a compromise somewhere.
I agree with you, George. We will call it the 3/5 compromise.
The power's out! Oh my God!
Oh, my notes are gone!
Good. We didn't need that government system anyway.
We must find them at all costs. Look, there's someone over there. Get it! Ah. Ah. Did anyone ever find the notes?
Nope, they were never found.
Justice has been served.
Hello, my name is Dayton Hardway. I discovered some more information on the Constitutional Convention. Apparently, they divided the government into 3 branches of government. A legislative branch broke off into 2 houses. A Senate, that each state's given the same number of representatives, and a House of Representatives, where each state's based on population. Each slave in the state is counted as 3/5 of a person. There's an executive branch that's headed by the president, and judicial branch by the Supreme Court.
George Mason, played by Tyler Twyman. Gouverneur Morris, played by Tyler Twyman. Alexander Hamilton, played by Kirkland Morrow. Deceased Reporter, played by Kirkland Morrow. James Madison, played by Riley Roberts. George Washington, played by Riley Roberts. Living Reporter, played by Dayton Hardway. And everything else played by no other than Drew Mays.